We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
11 yards there, first down. Here's Patty. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now the second down throw on target. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Petty now. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Herbert now. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
Herbert's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. That's going to set them back 5 yards. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this from PG.
CC violation.
No doubt.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now it's Herbert. And he whips that one incomplete there. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Flushed out right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He's brought down at the 40.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down at the 37.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. first carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Eckler. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Herbert on third down now. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On second down, Freeman. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
First target, first catch, and a first down. On first down, Freeman. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Less than a yard.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run it. Freeman shreds the tackle. 20. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run here with Freeman. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe trying to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
A gain of
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
a 2-yard gain.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going to look to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. The intended receiver there, Allen, but now it'll be 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this 1st half. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line. So it'll come out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
1st down, and they stick with Eckler. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And now it's 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
On the return, Johnson.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Freeman. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Looking to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up
obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because I nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. First throw now for the backup car. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And returning it, here's Hamler.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Jerry Jeudy.
His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A shotgun snap for Herbert, eluding the pressure right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked off at the 35. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun. Herbert going deep here for Allen. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
The Chargers on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to look for Allen. Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is going to be incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They toss to Freeman. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, Herbert. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Chargers 8.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And Freeman lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Chargers.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Herbert. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. throw again. Herbert. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
The Chargers on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert back to the air. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To the air again, Herbert. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught.
Successful.
So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game.
16.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here. Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Petty now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Here's Petty. Got a man, it's Judy complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Broncos 31. Chargers 16.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal.
A gain of 32 that time. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Out of the gun, Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it, and nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 96 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
He's got a 1st down past the 30. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 82 yards. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Now it's Herbert. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. 20! And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So often in overtime, Charles, games are won or lost on one big play. That might have been that big play right there.
And the ability to execute it despite the stakes, because let's face it, we've been there before and we've seen guys, maybe they hyperventilate a little bit when it's their opportunity. Not in this situation. They executed it calmly and they really got it done.
And now they're set up in prime position.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.